What if I told you that some of the most groundbreaking inventions in history weren't created in the modern era, but thousands of years ago? Imagine a world where ancient civilizations were already using technology so advanced, it would take centuries for the rest of humanity to catch up. From a mysterious device that predicted the movements of the stars to a weapon so powerful its formula remains a secret to this day, these ancient inventions were truly ahead of their time. Today, we're diving into 25 ancient marvels that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about history. These aren't just relics of the past, they're proof of the incredible ingenuity and creativity of our ancestors. And here's the kicker, many of these inventions still influence the way we live, build, and innovate today. So why should you care about ancient technology? Because these inventions aren't just fascinating pieces of history, they're a reminder of how far human curiosity and problem-solving can take us. Whether it's a corrosion-resistant iron pillar that stood for over 1,600 years or a glass cup that changes color like something out of a sci-fi movie, these creations will blow your mind. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll not only learn about these incredible inventions but also discover how they're still shaping our world today. Ready to uncover the secrets of the past? Let's get started. Now, let's turn our attention to the first marvel on our list, the Antikythera Mechanism. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera in the early 20th century, this ancient device has baffled historians and scientists alike. At first glance, it looked like a corroded lump of metal, but upon closer inspection, it revealed itself to be an intricate system of gears and dials, essentially an ancient analog computer. The Antikythera mechanism was designed to predict astronomical positions and eclipses with astonishing accuracy. It could track the cycles of the moon, the positions of the planets, and even the timing of the Olympic Games. What makes this device truly remarkable is its complexity. With over 30 interlocking bronze gears, it was a masterpiece of engineering that wouldn't be matched for over 1,000 years. But here's the real mystery: who created it and how? The Antikythera mechanism dates back to around 150 to 100 BCE, a time when such advanced technology was thought to be impossible. Some believe it was the work of the legendary Greek inventor Archimedes, while others think it may have been crafted by a group of brilliant but unknown engineers. What's even more fascinating is that this device wasn't just a scientific tool, it was a testament to the ancient Greeks' deep understanding of the cosmos. They didn't just observe the stars, they built machines to map them. The Antikythera mechanism reminds us that innovation isn't a modern phenomenon. It's a timeless human trait, one that has been driving progress for millennia. As we move forward, we'll explore another ancient invention that continues to shape our world today. But for now, let's marvel at the Antikythera mechanism, a device so ahead of its time, it still leaves us in awe. Now, shifting our focus to another groundbreaking invention, we come to Roman concrete, a material so durable that it has stood the test of time, quite literally. Unlike modern concrete, which can deteriorate within decades, Roman concrete has endured for over 2,000 years, and some of the structures built with it, like the Pantheon in Rome, are still standing strong today. So, what made Roman concrete so special? The secret lies in its unique composition. While modern concrete relies heavily on Portland cement, the Romans used a mixture of volcanic ash, lime, and seawater. This combination created a chemical reaction that not only made the concrete incredibly strong, but also allowed it to heal itself over time. Tiny cracks would fill with minerals from the surrounding environment, effectively repairing the material without human intervention. The Pantheon, with its massive dome, is a perfect example of Roman concrete's brilliance. Completed in 126 CE, it remains the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome. The structure's longevity is a testament to the ingenuity of Roman engineers. who understood how to distribute weight and stress in ways that modern architects still study today. But here's the twist: despite its incredible durability, the exact formula for Roman concrete was lost for centuries. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the knowledge of how to create this remarkable material faded into obscurity. It wasn't until recent years that scientists began to unravel its secrets, discovering that the key ingredients, volcanic ash and seawater, were what gave it its unique properties. Today, researchers are exploring ways to incorporate these ancient techniques into modern construction, particularly for projects in coastal areas where durability is crucial. Roman concrete reminds us that sometimes the answers to our modern challenges can be found in the wisdom of the past. As we continue our journey through ancient innovations, we'll uncover yet another invention that showcases the brilliance of our ancestors. But for now, let's take a moment to appreciate Roman concrete, a material that has not only shaped history but continues to inspire the future. Now, turning to another marvel of ancient ingenuity, we encounter the Baghdad Battery, a mysterious artifact that has puzzled historians and scientists alike. Discovered in the 1930s near Baghdad, this peculiar object dates back to the Parthian period, around 2,000 years ago. At first glance, it appears to be a simple clay jar, but its contents tell a far more intriguing story. Inside the jar, archaeologists found a copper cylinder and an iron rod, separated by a layer of asphalt. When filled with an acidic liquid like vinegar or lemon juice, this setup could generate a small electric charge. The discovery sparked a fascinating debate. Was this ancient device actually a primitive battery? Some researchers believe it was used to electroplate objects, coating them with a thin layer of metal for decorative or protective purposes. This theory is supported by the fact that electroplating was known in other ancient cultures, and the Baghdad Battery could have been an early attempt at harnessing electricity for practical use. Others, however, suggest a more medical application. Ancient texts from the region mention the use of electric fish to treat pain, leading some to speculate that the Baghdad Battery might have been used in early forms of electrotherapy. Imagine a world where ancient healers used electricity to alleviate ailments, a concept that feels surprisingly modern. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Skeptics argue that the artifact could have had a more mundane purpose, such as storing scrolls or holding sacred oils. The lack of definitive evidence means the true function of the Baghdad Battery remains a mystery, but its existence challenges our understanding of ancient technological capabilities. What makes this artifact so captivating is the possibility that it represents an early understanding of electricity, centuries before the modern era. Whether it was used for electroplating, medical treatments, or something entirely different, the Baghdad Battery stands as a testament to the creativity and resourcefulness of ancient civilizations. As we move forward in our exploration of ancient inventions, we'll uncover yet another example of how our ancestors were far ahead of their time. But for now, the Baghdad Battery reminds us that history is full of surprises waiting to be discovered and understood. Now, shifting our focus to the flames of history, we arrive at one of the most enigmatic and fearsome weapons of the ancient world, Greek fire. This incendiary weapon, developed by the Byzantine Empire, was a game-changer in naval warfare and a closely guarded secret that gave its creators a significant military advantage. Greek fire was a liquid substance that could be sprayed or hurled at enemy ships, igniting upon contact and burning fiercely even on water. Its exact composition remains a mystery to this day, as the Byzantines took extraordinary measures to protect the formula. What we do know is that it likely contained a mixture of flammable materials such as petroleum, sulfur, and quicklime, combined in a way that made it nearly impossible to extinguish. The weapon was first used in the 7th century during the Arab-Byzantine Wars, and its impact was immediate and devastating. Enemy fleets, unprepared for such a weapon, found their ships engulfed in flames, often leading to catastrophic losses. Greek fire was particularly effective because it could be deployed in various ways through tubes mounted on ships, in clay pots thrown by catapults, or even in handheld grenades. One of the most famous uses of Greek fire was during the defense of Constantinople in the 8th century. The Byzantine navy, armed with this terrifying weapon, repelled multiple Arab sieges, saving the city from invasion. Its psychological impact was just as significant as its physical destruction, as the mere threat of Greek fire struck fear into the hearts of enemies. So, why was the formula for Greek fire kept so secret? The Byzantines understood the strategic value of their invention and went to great lengths to protect it. Only a select few individuals knew the recipe, and it was passed down orally to prevent written records from falling into enemy hands. When the Byzantine Empire eventually fell, the knowledge of Greek fire was lost, leaving historians and scientists to speculate about its exact ingredients and methods of production. The legacy of Greek fire extends far beyond its time. It influenced the development of later incendiary weapons and demonstrated the importance of technological innovation in warfare. Its mysterious nature continues to captivate historians, reminding us that some secrets of the ancient world may never be fully uncovered. As we continue our journey through the annals of history, we'll encounter yet another invention that showcases the brilliance of ancient minds. But for now, Greek fire stands as a fiery testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the Byzantine Empire, a weapon so powerful that its secrets were worth taking to the grave. Now, turning our attention to a marvel of ancient metallurgy, we arrive at the Iron Pillar of Delhi, a towering testament to the ingenuity of early Indian craftsmen. Standing at over 23 feet tall and weighing more than 6 tons, this iron pillar has baffled scientists and historians for centuries due to its remarkable resistance to rust, despite being exposed to the elements for over 1,600 years. The pillar, originally erected during the reign of the Gupta Empire in the 4th century, was likely created as a tribute to the Hindu god Vishnu. What makes it truly extraordinary is its composition. Unlike most iron structures which succumb to corrosion over time, the Iron Pillar of Delhi remains virtually untouched by rust. This has led to extensive research into its metallurgical makeup, revealing a high phosphorus content and a unique protective layer that forms on its surface. Scientists believe that the ancient blacksmiths who crafted the pillar used a process called forge welding, where layers of iron were heated and hammered together. The high phosphorus content, combined with low sulfur and manganese, created a thin layer of iron hydrogen phosphate on the surface, which acts as a natural barrier against corrosion. This level of metallurgical sophistication was centuries ahead of its time and remains a subject of fascination for modern engineers. The pillar's durability has sparked numerous theories and debates. Some suggest that the dry climate of Delhi plays a role in its preservation, while others point to the pillar's unique chemical composition as the primary factor. Regardless of the exact reasons, the Iron Pillar of Delhi stands as a symbol of ancient India's advanced understanding of material science and engineering. Its legacy extends beyond its physical presence. The pillar has inspired countless studies into corrosion-resistant materials, influencing modern innovations in metallurgy and construction. It also serves as a reminder of the incredible achievements of ancient civilizations, whose knowledge and skills continue to amaze us today. As we move forward in our exploration of ancient inventions, the Iron Pillar of Delhi reminds us that even the most seemingly ordinary materials can hold extraordinary secrets waiting to be uncovered by curious minds. Now, shifting our gaze to the ancient Roman world, we encounter the Lycurgus Cup, a stunning artifact that seems almost magical in its ability to change color. This 4th century glass cup, named after the mythological figure Lycurgus depicted on its surface, is a masterpiece of ancient craftsmanship and a testament to the Romans' advanced understanding of materials. What makes this cup truly extraordinary is its dichroic effect. It appears green when lit from the front, but transforms into a deep red when light shines through it from behind. The secret behind this mesmerizing color shift lies in the cup's unique composition. Ancient Roman artisans infused the glass with tiny particles of gold and silver, each measuring just a few nanometers in size. These nanoparticles interact with light in a way that modern scientists describe as surface plasmon resonance. When light hits the cup, the electrons in the metal particles vibrate, scattering the light and creating the color-changing effect. This level of precision in manipulating materials at such a small scale is a form of nanotechnology, a concept that wouldn't be formally understood until the 20th century. The Lycurgus Cup is not just a beautiful object, it's a window into the ingenuity of ancient Roman glassmakers. They didn't have the tools or terminology we use today, but their experimentation with materials and light produced results that continue to astonish us. The cup's creation likely involved a combination of trial and error, as well as a deep understanding of how different metals and glass interact. Beyond its technical brilliance, the cup also holds cultural significance. The scene depicted on it, Lycurgus entangled in vines, possibly symbolizing the triumph of divine justice, suggests it was used in ceremonial or religious contexts. Its ability to change color may have been seen as a metaphor for transformation or the interplay between light and darkness, themes that resonate deeply in Roman mythology and philosophy. Today, the Lycurgus Cup is celebrated not only for its beauty but also for its scientific importance. It challenges our assumptions about the technological capabilities of ancient civilizations and inspires modern research into nanotechnology and materials science. As we marvel at this ancient artifact, we're reminded that the past holds countless secrets waiting to be uncovered by those who look closely enough. With this remarkable invention in mind, we continue our journey through the annals of history, where each discovery reveals just how far ahead of their time our ancestors truly were. Now, as we step into the realm of ancient Assyria, we encounter the Nimrod lens, a small but fascinating artifact that has puzzled historians and scientists alike. Discovered in the ruins of the ancient city of Nimrod in modern-day Iraq, this rock crystal lens dates back to around 750 BCE. At first glance, it might seem like a simple piece of polished crystal, but its purpose and significance have sparked intriguing debates about the technological sophistication of the Assyrians. The Nimrod lens is roughly the size of a modern magnifying glass, with a slightly oval shape and a focal length that suggests it could have been used to magnify objects. Some researchers propose that it was a tool for artisans or craftsmen, allowing them to see fine details in their work. Others have gone further, suggesting it might have been part of an early telescope used to observe the stars. While this idea remains speculative, it raises fascinating questions about how ancient civilizations might have explored the heavens. What makes the Nimrod lens particularly remarkable is its precision. The lens is made of rock crystal, a material that requires considerable skill to shape and polish. The Assyrians, known for their advanced craftsmanship, likely used this lens in ways that we are only beginning to understand. Its existence challenges the conventional timeline of optical technology, which often credits the invention of lenses to much later periods, such as the Middle Ages or the Renaissance. Beyond its practical uses, the Nimrod lens also offers a glimpse into the intellectual curiosity of the Assyrians. They were a civilization deeply interested in astronomy, mathematics, and engineering, and this lens could be evidence of their efforts to study the world around them in greater detail. Whether it was used for magnification, observation, or even as a decorative object, the lens stands as a testament to their ingenuity and their desire to push the boundaries of what was possible. Today, the Nimrod lens is a reminder that ancient civilizations were far more advanced than we often give them credit for. It invites us to reconsider our assumptions about the history of science and technology, showing that even the smallest artifacts can hold profound insights into the past. As we continue our exploration of ancient inventions, the Nimrod lens serves as a fascinating example of how innovation transcends time, connecting us to the brilliance of those who came before. With this intriguing artifact in mind, we move forward to uncover yet another marvel from the ancient world, where each discovery reveals the extraordinary ingenuity of our ancestors. Now, as we journey to the ancient island of Crete, we encounter one of the most enigmatic artifacts ever discovered, the Phaistos Disc, unearthed in 1908 at the Minoan palace of Phaistos. This circular clay disc, roughly the size of a small plate, has baffled archaeologists, linguists, and historians for over a century. Its surface is covered with a spiral of stamped symbols, arranged in groups that seem to form words or phrases, yet the meaning of these symbols remains a mystery to this day. The Phaistos Disc is unique not only for its undeciphered script but also for the method of its creation. The symbols were pressed into the clay using individual stamps, making it one of the earliest known examples of movable type printing, a technology that wouldn't become widespread until thousands of years later. This has led some to speculate that the disc might represent an early form of written communication, possibly even a prototype for printing. Theories about the disc's purpose are as varied as they are fascinating. Some believe it was a religious artifact, perhaps a hymn or prayer to the gods, while others suggest it could have been a calendar, a game board, or even a form of ancient storytelling. The symbols themselves, which include images of humans, animals, plants, and abstract designs, add to the intrigue. Despite numerous attempts to decode the script, no one has been able to definitively translate its message, leaving the disc as one of the great unsolved puzzles of the ancient world. What makes the Phaistos Disc particularly captivating is what it reveals about the Minoan civilization. Known for their advanced architecture, vibrant art, and sophisticated trade networks, the Minoans were clearly a people of great creativity and innovation. The disc hints at a level of intellectual and technological sophistication that challenges our understanding of their society. It also raises questions about the spread of ideas in the ancient world. Could this have been an isolated invention, or was it part of a broader tradition of early printing that has since been lost to time? As we ponder the mysteries of the Phaistos Disc, it serves as a powerful reminder of how much we still have to learn about the ancient world. Its undeciphered script and unknown purpose invite us to imagine the lives and minds of those who created it, offering a tantalizing glimpse into a civilization that continues to surprise and inspire us. With this fascinating artifact in mind, we turn our attention to another ancient invention that showcases the ingenuity of our ancestors, proving once again that the past holds endless wonders waiting to be uncovered. Now shifting our focus to ancient China, we encounter another marvel of early innovation, the Zhang Heng Seismoscope. Created nearly 2,000 years ago during the Han Dynasty, this remarkable device is often hailed as the world's first earthquake detector. Its inventor, Zhang Heng, was a polymath, a brilliant scientist, astronomer, and engineer whose work laid the foundation for many fields of study. But it was his seismoscope that truly showcased his genius, offering a glimpse into how ancient civilizations grappled with the forces of nature. The seismoscope was a large bronze vessel adorned with intricate carvings of dragons and toads. Inside, a pendulum-like mechanism was suspended, designed to detect even the slightest tremors in the earth. When an earthquake occurred, the pendulum would swing, triggering one of the 8 dragon heads positioned around the vessel to release a bronze ball. The ball would then fall into the mouth of a corresponding toad below, indicating not only the occurrence of an earthquake but also its direction of origin. This ingenious design allowed officials to pinpoint the location of seismic activity, even if it happened hundreds of miles away. What makes the Zhang Heng seismoscope so extraordinary is its precision and sophistication. Unlike modern seismographs, which rely on electronic sensors, this ancient device used purely mechanical principles to achieve its function. It was so accurate that historical records describe instances where it detected earthquakes that were not felt by people in the capital, proving its reliability and effectiveness. The influence of Zhang Heng's invention extends far beyond its time. While the original seismoscope has been lost to history, its principles have inspired modern seismology. Today's earthquake detection systems, though far more advanced, owe a debt to this ancient device, which demonstrated that even 2 millennia ago, humans were capable of creating tools to understand and respond to natural disasters. The seismoscope also reflects the broader scientific achievements of ancient China, a civilization that valued observation, experimentation, and innovation. Zhang Heng's work reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge is timeless and that the solutions to some of our greatest challenges may lie in the wisdom of the past. As we marvel at this ancient invention, we're reminded once again of the incredible ingenuity of our ancestors, whose discoveries continue to shape our world today. With the Zhang Heng seismoscope in mind, we now turn our attention to another groundbreaking invention that revolutionized ancient engineering and remains relevant in the modern world. Now let's journey to ancient Greece, where we encounter one of the most enduring and practical inventions of the ancient world, the Archimedes screw. Named after the legendary Greek mathematician and inventor Archimedes, this ingenious device was designed to lift water from lower to higher elevations, solving one of the most pressing challenges of its time: irrigation and water management. The Archimedes screw consists of a helical surface or screw blade encased within a hollow cylinder. When the screw is rotated, water is trapped between the blades and pushed upward as the screw turns. This simple yet effective mechanism allowed ancient farmers to transport water from rivers or wells to their fields, even over steep terrain. The brilliance of the design lies in its efficiency and versatility, requiring no complex machinery or external power source, just human or animal effort to turn the screw. What's truly remarkable about the Archimedes screw is how its principles have stood the test of time. While the basic design remains unchanged, modern adaptations have expanded its applications far beyond agriculture. Today, you'll find variations of the Archimedes screw in wastewater treatment plants, where it helps move liquids and sludge. It's also used in industries like mining and construction to transport granular materials, and even in some renewable energy systems where it generates power by harnessing the flow of water. The enduring legacy of the Archimedes screw speaks to the timelessness of ancient engineering. Archimedes, often regarded as one of the greatest minds of antiquity, didn't just solve a practical problem. He created a tool that would continue to benefit humanity for centuries. His invention reminds us that innovation isn't always about complexity. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most enduring. As we marvel at the Archimedes screw, we're reminded of how ancient ingenuity continues to shape our modern world. From the fields of ancient Greece to the industrial landscapes of today, this humble device remains a testament to the power of human creativity and problem-solving. With the Archimedes screw in mind, we now turn to another groundbreaking invention that pushed the boundaries of ancient technology and laid the foundation for future innovations. Now, shifting our focus to the ancient world's fascination with harnessing power, we encounter the aeolipile, a remarkable invention often referred to as the world's first steam engine. Created by the Greek engineer Hero of Alexandria around the 1st century, this device was centuries ahead of its time, showcasing principles that wouldn't be fully realized until the Industrial Revolution. The aeolipile was a simple yet ingenious contraption. It consisted of a hollow sphere mounted on a pair of tubes, which allowed steam to flow into the sphere from a heated water chamber below. As the steam escaped through two bent nozzles on opposite sides of the sphere, it created a reactive force, causing the sphere to spin rapidly. This spinning motion demonstrated the basic principles of jet propulsion and the conversion of heat into mechanical energy concepts that would later revolutionize transportation and industry. What makes the aeolipile so extraordinary is not just its design but the scientific curiosity it represents. Hero of Alexandria, often considered one of the greatest inventors of antiquity, didn't create the aeolipile for practical use. Instead, it was more of a demonstration device, a testament to the ancient world's understanding of physics and engineering. It's fascinating to think that while the aeolipile was seen as a novelty in its time, it laid the groundwork for the steam engines that would power the Industrial Revolution over 1,000 years later. The legacy of the aeolipile reminds us that innovation often begins with curiosity and experimentation. While it may not have been widely adopted in its era, its principles became the foundation for technologies that transformed the world. From steam-powered locomotives to modern jet engines, the echoes of Hero's invention can still be felt today. As we reflect on the aeolipile, we're reminded of how ancient thinkers dared to explore the boundaries of what was possible, pushing the limits of their understanding to create devices that were truly ahead of their time. With this in mind, we now turn to another ancient marvel that combined artistry and engineering in a way that continues to captivate us today. Now, as we step into the realm of ancient metallurgy, we encounter the legendary Damascus steel, a material so extraordinary that its reputation has endured for centuries. Renowned for its unparalleled strength, sharpness, and distinctive wavy patterns, Damascus steel was the pinnacle of ancient craftsmanship, a material that seemed almost magical in its properties. The origins of Damascus steel trace back to the Middle East, where it was first forged around 300 years before the Common Era. What set this steel apart was not just its beauty but its incredible durability. Swords made from Damascus steel were said to be so sharp they could slice through a falling silk scarf or even cut through lesser metals with ease. Its strength was unmatched, making it the weapon of choice for warriors and a symbol of power and prestige. The secret to Damascus steel lay in its unique manufacturing process. Unlike ordinary steel, it was made using a technique called pattern welding, where layers of iron and steel were repeatedly folded and forged together. This created a composite material with alternating layers of hard and soft metal, resulting in a blade that was both flexible and incredibly tough. But the true magic came from the addition of a mysterious ingredient, likely a form of high-carbon steel known as woots, which was imported from India. The combination of these materials, along with precise heating and cooling techniques, produced the iconic wavy patterns and the steel's legendary properties. Yet, despite its fame, the exact formula for Damascus steel was lost to history. By the 18th century, the knowledge of how to produce it had vanished, leaving modern metallurgists puzzled. Some believe the loss was due to the depletion of the specific ores used in its creation, while others suggest that the intricate techniques were simply too complex to pass down without error. Today, scientists and blacksmiths continue to study ancient blades, attempting to recreate the lost art of Damascus steel, but its secrets remain elusive. The legacy of Damascus steel is a testament to the ingenuity of ancient craftsmen. It reminds us that even the most advanced technologies of the past can be lost to time, leaving behind only echoes of their brilliance. As we marvel at the beauty and strength of these ancient blades, we're left to wonder what other secrets of the past might still be waiting to be rediscovered. With this in mind, we now turn to another ancient invention that combined artistry and precision in a way that continues to captivate us today. Now, shifting our gaze to the skies and the stars, we uncover the brilliance of the Mayan calendar system, a marvel of ancient astronomy and mathematics. Unlike any other calendar of its time, the Mayan system was not just a tool for tracking days, but a sophisticated framework that intertwined timekeeping with cosmic understanding, reflecting the deep connection between the Mayans and the universe around them. At the heart of the Mayan calendar were three distinct cycles: the Tzolk'in, the Hab, and the Long Count. The Tzolk'in, or sacred calendar, consisted of 260 days and was used primarily for religious and ceremonial purposes. It was a cycle of 20-day names combined with 13 numbers, creating a unique sequence that repeated every 260 days. The Hab, on the other hand, was a solar calendar of 365 days, divided into 18 months of 20 days each, with an additional 5-day period known as the Wayeb. Together, these two calendars formed a 52-year cycle called the calendar round, a period of great significance in Mayan culture. But the true genius of the Mayan calendar lay in the long count, a linear system that tracked time over much longer periods. The long count was based on a Vajsimal, or base 20, numbering system, counting days from a mythical starting point believed to correspond to August 11, 3114 before the Common Era. This system allowed the Mayans to record historical events, predict celestial phenomena, and even project dates far into the future with remarkable precision. What makes the Mayan calendar truly extraordinary is its accuracy. The Mayans were able to calculate the length of a solar year to within minutes of the modern value, and their observations of Venus's cycles were so precise that they could predict its movements for centuries. This level of astronomical knowledge was unparalleled in the ancient world and speaks to the Mayans' advanced understanding of mathematics and the cosmos. Beyond its technical brilliance, the Mayan calendar held profound cultural and spiritual significance. It was a reflection of the Mayan worldview, where time was cyclical and interconnected with the rhythms of nature and the divine. The calendar guided agricultural practices, religious ceremonies, and even political decisions, embedding itself deeply into the fabric of Mayan life. Today, the Mayan calendar continues to fascinate us, not only for its scientific achievements but also for the insights it offers into the minds of its creators. It stands as a testament to the ingenuity of the Mayan civilization, a people who looked to the stars and saw not just patterns but meaning. As we explore this ancient invention, we're reminded of the timeless human desire to understand our place in the universe. With this in mind, we now turn to another ancient innovation that reshaped the battlefield and revolutionized warfare. Now, as we step onto the battlefield of ancient China, we encounter a weapon that changed the face of warfare forever, the Qin Dynasty crossbow. This remarkable invention wasn't just a tool of war, it was a game-changer, a piece of engineering that gave the Qin army a decisive edge over its enemies. The Qin Dynasty crossbow was a marvel of precision and power. Unlike earlier bows, which relied on the strength and skill of the archer, the crossbow used a mechanical trigger system that allowed even less trained soldiers to fire with deadly accuracy. Its design included a stock, a bow mounted horizontally, and a trigger mechanism that released the string with a simple pull. This innovation made it easier to aim and fire, reducing the physical demands on the user while increasing the weapon's effectiveness. But what truly set the Qin crossbow apart was its range and penetrating power. Capable of firing bolts over distances of up to 200 meters, it could strike enemies long before they could close the gap. The bolts themselves were often tipped with iron or bronze, designed to pierce armor and inflict maximum damage. This combination of range, accuracy, and power made the crossbow a fearsome weapon on the battlefield. The impact of the Qin crossbow on military strategy was profound. It allowed armies to engage enemies from a safe distance, reducing the risk to their own troops. It also leveled the playing field, enabling soldiers of varying strength and experience to contribute equally to the fight. This democratization of warfare was a significant shift, as it meant that armies could be larger and more versatile, relying less on the elite skills of individual warriors and more on coordinated tactics. The Qin dynasty's mastery of the crossbow played a crucial role in their military campaigns, helping them unify China under their rule. It wasn't just a weapon, it was a symbol of their technological prowess and strategic ingenuity. The crossbow's influence extended far beyond the Qin dynasty, shaping the development of military technology for centuries to come. As we reflect on the Qin crossbow, we're reminded of how innovation can redefine the rules of engagement. This ancient invention didn't just change the way wars were fought, it changed the way societies thought about power, strategy, and the tools of conquest. With this in mind, we now turn our attention to another engineering marvel that captured the imagination of the ancient world. Now, as we journey to the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, we find ourselves standing before one of the most legendary wonders of the ancient world, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Often described as a lush, terraced paradise rising above the desert, the gardens have captivated imaginations for centuries. But what made this marvel so extraordinary, and how did it defy the harsh realities of its environment? The Hanging Gardens were said to be a masterpiece of engineering, designed to mimic a mountainous landscape in the flat plains of Babylon. According to ancient accounts, the gardens were built by King Nebuchadnezzar II in the 6th century before the Common Era as a gift to his wife, who longed for the green hills of her homeland. The structure was a series of ascending terraces, each filled with a variety of trees, shrubs, and flowers, creating a vibrant oasis that seemed to float in the air. But the true genius of the Hanging Gardens lay in its irrigation system. Watering such a massive garden in the middle of a desert would have been an incredible challenge, yet the Babylonians reportedly devised an ingenious solution. Historical sources suggest they used a complex system of pumps, aqueducts, and possibly even a chain pump, a device that could lift water from the Euphrates River to the highest levels of the gardens. This feat of hydraulic engineering would have required precise planning and advanced knowledge of water management, making the gardens not just a symbol of beauty but also of technological innovation. However, the existence of the Hanging Gardens remains a topic of debate among historians and archaeologists. While ancient writers like Strabo and Diodorus Siculus describe the gardens in vivid detail, no physical evidence has been definitively linked to their location in Babylon. Some scholars argue that the gardens may have been located in Nineveh, built by the Assyrian king Sennacherib, while others suggest they might be a blend of myth and reality, inspired by other ancient gardens. Despite the mystery surrounding their existence, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon continue to inspire awe and curiosity. They represent humanity's enduring desire to create beauty and harmony, even in the most unlikely places. Whether real or imagined, the gardens remind us of the ingenuity and ambition of ancient civilizations, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. As we leave the verdant terraces of Babylon behind, we prepare to explore another ancient innovation that transformed the way societies interacted with their environment. Now, as we step into the vibrant world of ancient Mesoamerica, we encounter a fascinating invention that reveals the ingenuity of the Olmec civilization: rubber balls. These weren't just any balls, they were the centerpiece of a sacred game that held deep cultural and spiritual significance. But how did the Olmecs, over 3,000 years ago, manage to create something as durable and bouncy as rubber? The Olmecs, often regarded as the mother culture of Mesoamerica, were the first to discover and harness the properties of natural rubber. They extracted latex from the sap of the rubber tree, a process that involved making precise cuts in the bark to collect the milky liquid. But here's where their innovation truly shines. They combined this latex with the juice of the morning glory vine, which contains sulfur compounds. When heated, this mixture underwent a chemical transformation, creating a durable, elastic material, essentially the world's first vulcanized rubber. These rubber balls were used in a ritualistic ball game that was far more than just a sport. Played in large, stone-walled courts, the game was a blend of athleticism, strategy, and ceremony. Players used their hips, elbows, and knees to keep the heavy rubber ball in motion, aiming to pass it through stone rings mounted high on the court walls. The game was deeply symbolic, often representing cosmic battles between life and death, light and darkness, or the struggle between opposing forces in the universe. The significance of these rubber balls extended beyond the game itself. They were a testament to the Olmec's advanced understanding of chemistry and materials science, centuries before similar processes were developed elsewhere in the world. The creation of rubber also highlights the Olmec's connection to their environment, as they skillfully utilized natural resources to craft objects that served both practical and spiritual purposes. The legacy of the Olmec rubber balls lived on long after their civilization declined. The ball game and its associated rituals spread throughout Mesoamerica, influencing cultures like the Maya and Aztecs. Even today, the discovery of rubber by the Olmecs stands as a remarkable achievement, showcasing their ability to innovate and adapt in ways that continue to inspire awe. As we leave the rubber courts of the Olmecs behind, we turn our attention to another ancient marvel that transformed urban life in one of the world's earliest civilizations. Now, as we journey to the ancient Indus Valley, we uncover a marvel of urban engineering that rivals even modern systems: the sophisticated plumbing and sanitation of one of the world's earliest civilizations. The Indus Valley civilization, flourishing around 2600 to 1900 BCE, was a pioneer in urban planning, and their plumbing systems were nothing short of revolutionary for their time. At the heart of their cities, such as Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa, lay an intricate network of covered drains and water channels. These weren't just simple ditches, they were carefully designed, brick-lined systems that carried wastewater away from homes and public spaces. Each house was equipped with its own private bathroom, often connected to a centralized drainage system that ran beneath the streets. This level of planning ensured that waste was efficiently managed, keeping the cities clean and reducing the risk of disease, a concept that wouldn't become widespread in many parts of the world until thousands of years later. But the innovation didn't stop there. The Indus Valley people also built advanced water supply systems, with wells strategically placed throughout the cities to provide clean drinking water. These wells were constructed with precision, using baked bricks to prevent contamination from groundwater. Some homes even had their own private wells, showcasing the civilization's commitment to both public health and individual convenience. What's truly remarkable is the foresight behind these systems. The covered drains were designed with a slight slope to ensure smooth flow, and manholes were installed at regular intervals for maintenance features that are still used in modern plumbing today. The Indus Valley engineers clearly understood the importance of hygiene and sanitation, creating systems that were not only functional but also sustainable for their time. The legacy of the Indus Valley plumbing system is a testament to their ingenuity and forward-thinking approach. While many ancient civilizations focused on monumental architecture or military conquests, the people of the Indus Valley prioritized the practical needs of their society, laying the groundwork for urban living as we know it. Their achievements remind us that true innovation often lies in solving everyday challenges with creativity and precision. As we leave the well-planned streets of the Indus Valley behind, we prepare to explore another ancient wonder that showcases humanity's relentless drive to innovate and adapt. Now, as we set sail across the stormy seas of the North Atlantic, we encounter a remarkable tool that guided the Vikings through the fog and clouds: the Viking Sunstone. This seemingly simple crystal, often made of a mineral like calcite or cordierite, was a navigational marvel that allowed the Norse explorers to find the sun's position even on overcast days, a skill that was crucial for their legendary seafaring expeditions. The sunstone worked by harnessing the properties of polarized light. When sunlight passes through the Earth's atmosphere, it becomes polarized, meaning its light waves align in specific directions. On cloudy or foggy days when the sun is hidden, the sunstone could detect this polarized light. By rotating the crystal and observing the changes in brightness or color, Viking navigators could pinpoint the sun's location with surprising accuracy. This ingenious method allowed them to maintain their course even when the sky offered no visible clues. What makes the Sunstone even more fascinating is its practicality. Unlike modern compasses, which rely on magnetic fields, the Sunstone was unaffected by the Earth's magnetic anomalies, making it a reliable tool for long voyages across unpredictable waters. Historical accounts and sagas suggest that the Vikings used this tool during their daring journeys to places like Iceland, Greenland, and even North America, long before the invention of the magnetic compass in Europe. The Sunstone's effectiveness has been confirmed by modern experiments. Researchers have demonstrated that calcite crystals can indeed reveal the sun's position within a few degrees of accuracy, even under overcast skies. This discovery not only validates the sagas but also highlights the Vikings' deep understanding of natural phenomena and their ability to innovate with the resources available to them. The Viking Sunstone stands as a testament to the ingenuity of these ancient seafarers. In an era when navigation was a matter of life and death, they developed a tool that combined scientific insight with practical application, enabling them to explore and conquer some of the most treacherous waters on Earth. As we leave the Vikings and their sunlit voyages behind, we prepare to uncover another ancient invention that showcases humanity's ability to adapt and thrive in the face of nature's challenges. Now, as we journey from the stormy seas of the Vikings to the ancient lands of China, we encounter another groundbreaking invention that showcases humanity's ability to predict and respond to nature's most powerful forces, the Chinese seismograph. Created during the Han Dynasty around 132 AD by the brilliant polymath Zhang Heng, this remarkable device was centuries ahead of its time, offering a glimpse into the scientific ingenuity of ancient China. The seismograph, known as the Hufeng Didongyi, or instrument for measuring the seasonal winds and the movements of the earth, was a bronze vessel adorned with intricate dragon and toad motifs. Inside, a central pendulum was delicately balanced, designed to detect even the slightest tremors in the earth. When an earthquake occurred, the pendulum would swing, triggering a mechanism that caused one of the 8 dragon heads on the vessel's exterior to release a bronze ball into the mouth of a corresponding toad below. The direction of the ball's fall indicated the earthquake's origin, allowing officials to send aid to the affected region with remarkable speed. What makes this invention truly extraordinary is its precision. Historical records describe how Zhang Heng's seismograph successfully detected an earthquake hundreds of miles away, even when no tremors were felt in the capital. This level of accuracy was unparalleled at the time and demonstrated a profound understanding of seismic activity. The device not only served as a practical tool for disaster response, but also symbolized the harmony between humanity and the natural world, a core principle in Chinese philosophy. The cultural significance of the seismograph cannot be overstated. In ancient China, earthquakes were often seen as omens or signs of divine displeasure. Zhang Heng's invention provided a scientific explanation for these events, shifting the narrative from superstition to empirical observation. This marked a pivotal moment in the history of science, as it laid the groundwork for future advancements in seismology and disaster preparedness. Even today, the principles behind Zhang Heng's seismograph continue to inspire modern earthquake detection technology. While contemporary seismometers are far more advanced, the basic idea of using a pendulum to measure ground motion remains a cornerstone of seismic research. Zhang Heng's work reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge and innovation is a timeless endeavor, bridging the gap between ancient wisdom and modern science. As we marvel at the ingenuity of the Chinese seismograph, we prepare to explore yet another ancient invention that pushed the boundaries of human understanding and reshaped the course of history. Now, as we shift our focus from the seismic innovations of ancient China to the arid landscapes of Persia, we uncover another marvel of ancient engineering, the Persian qanat system. This ingenious network of underground aqueducts not only transformed the harsh desert environment, but also laid the foundation for sustainable water management practices that are still admired today. The qanat system, developed over 2,500 years ago, was a lifeline for communities living in some of the driest regions on Earth. At its core, the system consisted of a series of gently sloping tunnels that tapped into underground water sources, often located in mountainous areas. These tunnels, sometimes stretching for miles, carried water to the surface where it could be used for irrigation, drinking, and other essential needs. The brilliance of the qanat system lay in its simplicity and efficiency. By relying on gravity rather than pumps or other mechanical devices, the Persians were able to transport water over long distances with minimal effort. What makes the qanat system truly remarkable is its ability to sustain agriculture in regions where surface water was scarce or non-existent. The underground channels minimized evaporation, ensuring that precious water reached its destination without being lost to the scorching sun. This allowed communities to cultivate crops, establish orchards, and even create lush gardens in the middle of the desert. The qanat system not only supported local economies but also enabled the growth of thriving cities and settlements in otherwise inhospitable environments. The engineering behind the qanat system was nothing short of extraordinary. Skilled workers, known as muqanis, would dig vertical shafts at regular intervals along the tunnel's path to remove debris and provide ventilation. These shafts also served as access points for maintenance, ensuring the system remained functional for centuries. The precision required to construct a qanat was immense, as even a slight miscalculation in slope could render the entire system useless. This level of expertise highlights the advanced understanding of hydrology and geology possessed by ancient Persian engineers. Beyond its practical applications, the qanat system also had profound cultural and social implications. It fostered a sense of community, as the construction and maintenance of qanats required collective effort and cooperation. Water distribution was often governed by strict rules to ensure fairness, reflecting the importance of this resource in Persian society. The qanat system became a symbol of human ingenuity and resilience, demonstrating how innovation could overcome even the most challenging environmental conditions. Today, the legacy of the Persian qanat system endures. Many qanats are still in use, providing water to communities in Iran and other parts of the Middle East. Modern engineers and environmentalists have also drawn inspiration from this ancient technology, exploring ways to adapt its principles for contemporary water management challenges. The qanat system serves as a powerful reminder of the timeless value of sustainable practices and the enduring impact of ancient innovations. As we reflect on the brilliance of the Persian qanat system, we prepare to delve into yet another ancient invention that reshaped the world and continues to inspire awe. Now, as we journey from the arid deserts of Persia to the sun-drenched sands of ancient Egypt, we encounter one of the most iconic and enduring symbols of human ambition, the Egyptian obelisks. These towering stone monuments, often reaching heights of over 100 feet, were not only feats of engineering but also powerful symbols of divine authority and eternal life. The construction of an obelisk was a monumental task that required extraordinary skill and precision. Each obelisk was carved from a single block of granite or sandstone, quarried from sites like Aswan, where the stone was prized for its durability and fine grain. The process began with workers using simple tools such as copper chisels and dolerite hammers to shape the massive stone into a rough form. Once the basic shape was achieved, the surface was smoothed and polished to a mirror-like finish, often adorned with intricate hieroglyphs and inscriptions that celebrated the pharaohs and their connection to the gods. But the true challenge lay in transporting these colossal structures from the quarry to their final destinations, often hundreds of miles away. The ancient Egyptians devised ingenious methods to move the obelisks using a combination of sledges, rollers, and manpower. The stones were placed on wooden sledges and pulled by teams of laborers across specially prepared tracks, which were lubricated with water or mud to reduce friction. For river transport, the obelisks were loaded onto massive barges, carefully balanced to prevent capsizing. The logistics of moving such enormous stones without modern machinery remain a testament to the ingenuity and determination of ancient Egyptian engineers. Once erected, obelisks served as powerful symbols of the pharaoh's divine right to rule. They were often placed in pairs at the entrances of temples, their pointed tops or pyramidions capped with gold or electrum to catch the sunlight and reflect the glory of the sun god Ra. The hieroglyphs carved into their surfaces told stories of the pharaoh's achievements and their connection to the gods, ensuring their legacy would endure for eternity. The symbolic significance of obelisks extended beyond their physical presence. They were seen as conduits between the earthly and divine realms, their towering forms reaching toward the heavens. In a culture that placed immense importance on the afterlife, obelisks also represented the eternal journey of the soul, standing as timeless markers of humanity's quest for immortality. Today, many Egyptian obelisks have been relocated to cities around the world, from Rome to Paris to New York, where they continue to inspire awe and admiration. These ancient monuments remind us of the extraordinary capabilities of our ancestors and the enduring power of human creativity and ambition. As we marvel at the grandeur of the Egyptian obelisks, we prepare to explore another ancient invention that reshaped the world and continues to captivate our imagination. Now, as we shift our gaze from the towering obelisks of Egypt to the rugged peaks of the Andes, we uncover another marvel of ancient engineering, the Inca road system. This vast network of roads, stretching over 24,000 miles, connected the far reaches of the Inca Empire from modern-day Colombia to Chile. It was a lifeline that bound together a sprawling and diverse empire, enabling communication, trade, and military movement across some of the most challenging terrains on Earth. The construction of the Inca roads was a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of their builders. Unlike the straight, flat roads of the Roman Empire, the Inca roads adapted to the natural landscape, winding through mountains, deserts, and jungles. They were built to last, using locally sourced materials like stone and packed earth. In mountainous regions, the roads were often carved directly into the rock, with steps and retaining walls to prevent erosion. In flatter areas, they were paved with flat stones, creating smooth surfaces that could withstand heavy use. One of the most remarkable features of the Inca road system was its suspension bridges, which spanned deep gorges and raging rivers. These bridges were made from woven grass ropes anchored to stone supports on either side. Despite their seemingly fragile construction, they were incredibly strong and could support the weight of people, animals, and goods. The bridges were regularly maintained by local communities, ensuring their durability and safety. The roads were not just physical pathways, but also a means of communication. The Inca used a system of relay runners known as chasquis to carry messages across the empire. These runners would sprint from one post to the next, passing quippers, knotted cords used to record information along the way. This system allowed the Inca to send messages over vast distances in a matter of days, a feat that would have been impossible without their advanced road network. Trade flourished along these roads, with goods like maize, potatoes, textiles, and precious metals moving between regions. The roads also facilitated the movement of armies, enabling the Inca to maintain control over their vast territory. Along the routes, tambos rest stations stocked with food, water, and supplies provided essential support for travelers and officials. The Inca road system was more than just an engineering achievement. It was a symbol of the empire's unity and power. It connected diverse cultures and landscapes, fostering a sense of shared identity among the Inca people. Today, remnants of these roads can still be found, offering a glimpse into the ingenuity and ambition of one of history's greatest civilizations. As we reflect on the legacy of the Inca road system, we prepare to explore another ancient invention that transformed the world and continues to inspire us today. Now, as we journey from the rugged Andes to the heart of ancient Rome, we encounter one of the most transformative engineering feats of the ancient world, the Roman aqueducts. These monumental structures were not just marvels of engineering but lifelines that sustained entire cities, bringing fresh water to urban centers and revolutionizing daily life. The Roman aqueducts were a testament to the empire's mastery of hydraulics and civil engineering. Unlike earlier water systems that relied on natural springs or wells, the Romans designed aqueducts to transport water over vast distances, often from sources miles away. Using a combination of gravity and precise calculations, they created a network of channels, tunnels, and arches that carried water across valleys, through mountains, and into cities. One of the most impressive aspects of the aqueducts was their gradient. Roman engineers meticulously calculated the slope of each aqueduct to ensure a steady flow of water. Even a slight miscalculation could disrupt the entire system, but the Romans achieved remarkable accuracy, often maintaining gradients as shallow as 1 foot per mile. This precision allowed water to flow smoothly and efficiently, even over long distances. The aqueducts were constructed using durable materials like stone, concrete, and brick. Arches, a hallmark of Roman architecture, were used to support the channels as they crossed uneven terrain. These arches not only provided structural stability, but also added a sense of grandeur to the aqueducts, turning them into symbols of Roman power and ingenuity. The impact of the aqueducts on Roman cities was profound. They supplied water for drinking, bathing, and sanitation, improving public health and hygiene. Fountains, baths, and public latrines became common features of urban life, thanks to the steady supply of water. The aqueducts also supported industries like agriculture, mining, and manufacturing, fueling the empire's economic growth. Perhaps the most famous example of Roman aqueducts is the Aqua Appia, the first aqueduct built in Rome in 312 BC. Over time, the city's aqueduct network expanded to include 11 major systems, supplying millions of gallons of water daily. The Aqua Claudia, completed in 52 AD, was one of the most ambitious, stretching over 45 miles and featuring towering arches that still stand today. The legacy of the Roman aqueducts extends far beyond the ancient world. Their engineering principles influenced the design of water systems in medieval Europe and beyond. Modern cities still rely on aqueduct-like structures to transport water, proving the timelessness of Roman innovation. As we marvel at the ingenuity of the Roman aqueducts, we prepare to explore another ancient invention that continues to shape our world today. Now, as we shift our focus from the grandeur of Roman engineering to the ingenuity of ancient Chinese innovation, we arrive at a device that revolutionized navigation and exploration, the Chinese compass. This remarkable invention, born out of the Han Dynasty around 200 BC, was not just a tool for direction but a catalyst that transformed the way humanity understood and traversed the world. The Chinese compass, originally known as the south-pointing fish, was a groundbreaking application of magnetism. Unlike the modern compasses we use today, the earliest versions were made from lodestone, a naturally magnetized mineral. These lodestones were carefully shaped into a spoon-like form and placed on a polished bronze plate. When the spoon was spun, it would always come to rest pointing south, aligning with Earth's magnetic field. This simple yet profound mechanism laid the foundation for the magnetic compass as we know it. Initially, the compass was not used for navigation but for divination and geomancy, helping ancient Chinese scholars align buildings and structures with cosmic energies. However, by the time of the Song Dynasty in the 11th century, the compass had evolved into a practical tool for sailors and explorers. The Chinese began using it to navigate the vast seas, guiding their ships with unprecedented accuracy. This innovation was particularly crucial for long-distance trade, enabling merchants to traverse the Indian Ocean and establish connections with distant lands. The impact of the Chinese compass on global exploration cannot be overstated. It reached Europe through trade routes in the 12th century, where it became an indispensable tool for sailors during the Age of Discovery. Explorers like Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama relied on the compass to chart new courses across uncharted waters, leading to the discovery of new continents and the expansion of global trade networks. Without the compass, the world as we know it today might have remained fragmented and unexplored. What makes the Chinese compass even more fascinating is its simplicity and elegance. It harnessed the natural properties of magnetism, a force that had existed since the dawn of time, and turned it into a tool that shaped human history. The compass not only guided ships but also symbolized humanity's quest for knowledge and discovery, bridging the gap between the ancient and modern worlds. As we reflect on the profound influence of the Chinese compass, we prepare to uncover another ancient invention that continues to shape our daily lives in unexpected ways. Now, as we step into the realm of ancient sanitation, we uncover a marvel of engineering that might surprise you: the Minoan flush toilets. Nestled within the ruins of the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete, these advanced systems reveal a level of sophistication that rivals even modern plumbing. Dating back to around 2000 BC, the Minoans were pioneers in creating a hygienic and efficient way to manage waste, a concept that was centuries ahead of its time. The Minoan flush toilets were part of a larger, well-organized sanitation system that included intricate drainage networks. These toilets were not just simple pits, but featured a design that allowed water to flow through them, effectively flushing waste away. The mechanism was surprisingly straightforward yet ingenious. A channel of water would be directed into the toilet, carrying waste through a series of clay pipes and into a larger drainage system. This system ensured that waste was removed from living areas, promoting cleanliness and reducing the risk of disease. What makes the Minoan flush toilets even more remarkable is their integration into the broader infrastructure of their cities. The Minoans built elaborate underground drainage systems that connected homes, public buildings, and even entire neighborhoods. These systems were designed to handle not just human waste but also rainwater and other runoff, preventing flooding and maintaining a clean environment. The level of planning and engineering required for such a system is a testament to the Minoans' advanced understanding of urban planning and public health. The Minoan civilization's emphasis on sanitation was not just about practicality, it also reflected their cultural values. Cleanliness and order were clearly important to them, as evidenced by the care they took in designing their cities. The flush toilets and drainage systems were not hidden away but were integrated into the architecture, suggesting that the Minoans took pride in their innovations. As we marvel at the ingenuity of the Minoan flush toilets, we are reminded of how ancient civilizations often laid the groundwork for modern technologies. The Minoans' approach to sanitation was not just a practical solution but a visionary one, demonstrating their ability to think ahead and prioritize the well-being of their society. With this glimpse into the Minoan world, we prepare to conclude our journey through these 25 ancient inventions, each a testament to the creativity and foresight of our ancestors. Now, shifting our focus to the stars and the skies, we revisit one of the most astonishing ancient inventions, the Antikythera Mechanism. This intricate device, often referred to as the world's first analog computer, was discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera in the early 20th century. What makes this mechanism truly extraordinary is its ability to predict celestial events with a level of precision that was unparalleled for its time. At its core, the Antikythera mechanism was a complex assembly of bronze gears, meticulously crafted to model the movements of the sun, moon, and planets. The device could accurately predict lunar and solar eclipses, track the phases of the moon, and even calculate the dates of significant astronomical events such as the Olympic Games. The gears within the mechanism were arranged in such a way that they mimicked the irregular motions of celestial bodies, a feat that required an advanced understanding of both astronomy and mechanical engineering. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Antikythera mechanism is its use of differential gears, a technology that was not thought to have been invented until the 16th century. These gears allowed the device to account for the varying speeds of the moon's orbit, a phenomenon known as lunar anomaly. By incorporating this feature, the mechanism could predict the moon's position with astonishing accuracy, a capability that would not be matched for over 1,000 years. The precision of the Antikythera mechanism extended beyond just the moon. It also tracked the positions of the 5 known planets at the time: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, using a series of interconnected gears. Each planet's movement was represented by a pointer on the device's face, allowing users to observe their positions relative to the Earth. This level of detail suggests that the ancient Greeks had a far deeper understanding of planetary motion than previously believed. What truly sets the Antikythera mechanism apart is its ability to integrate multiple astronomical cycles into a single device. It accounted for the Metonic cycle, a period of 19 years after which the phases of the moon repeat on the same dates, as well as the Saros cycle, which predicts eclipses over an 18-year period. These cycles were displayed on the mechanism's dials, providing a comprehensive tool for both astronomers and astrologers of the time. The Antikythera mechanism was not just a scientific instrument, it was also a testament to the ingenuity and curiosity of its creators. The device reflects a society that valued knowledge and sought to understand the cosmos, blending art, science, and technology in a way that was centuries ahead of its time. As we marvel at the complexity of this ancient invention, we are reminded of how much we owe to the thinkers and engineers of the past. The Antikythera mechanism stands as a shining example of human innovation, a device that not only predicted the heavens but also paved the way for the technological advancements that followed. With this deeper understanding of the Antikythera mechanism, we prepare to explore another fascinating chapter in our journey through the ancient world, where each invention reveals a new layer of brilliance and foresight. Now, turning to another marvel of ancient engineering, we delve into the enduring legacy of Roman concrete. This remarkable material, known for its incredible durability, has stood the test of time, with structures like the Pantheon still intact after nearly 2,000 years. But what makes Roman concrete so special, and how are modern scientists and engineers working to bring this ancient innovation into the 21st century? Roman concrete, or opus cementitium, was a revolutionary building material composed of volcanic ash, lime, and small rocks. Unlike modern concrete, which relies heavily on Portland cement, Roman concrete had a unique chemical composition that allowed it to strengthen over time, especially when exposed to seawater. This self-healing property has fascinated researchers who are now striving to unlock its secrets for sustainable construction. One of the most exciting developments in recent years has been the discovery of how Roman concrete interacts with water. When seawater seeps into the material, it triggers a chemical reaction that forms new minerals, effectively filling cracks and reinforcing the structure. This natural repair mechanism has inspired scientists to experiment with similar additives in modern concrete, aiming to create more resilient and eco-friendly building materials. The potential applications of this rediscovered technology are vast. Imagine bridges, seawalls, and coastal buildings that can repair themselves, reducing maintenance costs and extending their lifespans. In an era where climate change and rising sea levels pose significant challenges to infrastructure, Roman concrete offers a promising solution. Researchers are also exploring how this ancient material could reduce the carbon footprint of construction, as the production of modern cement is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions. Beyond its practical benefits, the revival of Roman concrete highlights the importance of looking to the past for inspiration. The ancient Romans were masters of blending natural resources with innovative techniques, creating materials that were not only functional but also sustainable. By studying their methods, we can develop new approaches to construction that prioritize durability, efficiency, and environmental responsibility. As we continue to uncover the secrets of Roman concrete, we are reminded of the timeless ingenuity of ancient civilizations. Their innovations not only shaped their world but also hold the key to solving some of the challenges we face today. With this ancient wisdom guiding us, the future of sustainable construction looks brighter than ever. As we reflect on the enduring legacy of Roman concrete, we prepare to explore yet another groundbreaking invention from the ancient world, where each discovery reveals a new layer of human brilliance and foresight. Now, shifting our focus to a weapon that struck fear into the hearts of enemies and changed the course of naval warfare, we explore the enigmatic Greek fire. This ancient incendiary weapon, developed by the Byzantine Empire, was a closely guarded secret that played a pivotal role in defending Constantinople and securing Byzantine dominance for centuries. But what made Greek fire so devastating, and how did it shape the future of military technology? Greek fire was a liquid flame that could burn on water, making it a terrifying weapon in naval battles. Its exact composition remains a mystery to this day, as the Byzantines went to great lengths to protect the formula. Historians believe it was a mixture of flammable substances like petroleum, quicklime, and possibly other secret ingredients, which were pressurized and launched through tubes or siphons onto enemy ships. Once ignited, it was nearly impossible to extinguish, spreading chaos and destruction. One of the most famous uses of Greek fire was during the Arab sieges of Constantinople in the 7th and 8th centuries. The Byzantines, vastly outnumbered, relied on this weapon to repel invading fleets, turning the tide of battle in their favor. Its ability to burn even on water made it uniquely effective against wooden ships, and its psychological impact was just as powerful as its physical destruction. Enemies who witnessed its use often fled in terror, unwilling to face such an unstoppable force. The influence of Greek fire extended far beyond its immediate military successes. Its use inspired the development of later incendiary weapons, from medieval fire arrows to modern flamethrowers. The concept of using fire as a weapon of war was refined and adapted over centuries, with Greek fire serving as a foundational example of how technology could be harnessed to gain a strategic advantage. Even today, the principles behind Greek fire continue to inform the design of modern military tools. Beyond its military applications, Greek fire also had a profound cultural impact. It became a symbol of Byzantine ingenuity and resilience, embodying their ability to defend their empire against overwhelming odds. The secrecy surrounding its formula added to its mystique, making it one of the most legendary inventions of the ancient world. This aura of mystery has captivated historians and scientists alike, who continue to speculate about its composition and methods of deployment. As we reflect on the legacy of Greek fire, we are reminded of the enduring power of innovation in shaping history. This ancient weapon not only secured the survival of an empire, but also paved the way for future advancements in military technology. Its story is a testament to the ingenuity of the human mind and the lengths to which civilizations will go to protect their way of life. With the flames of Greek fire still burning in our imagination, we now turn to another ancient marvel that defied the limits of its time, revealing yet another layer of human brilliance and foresight. Now, as we bring our journey through these 25 ancient inventions to a close, it's impossible not to marvel at the sheer ingenuity and foresight of our ancestors. From the Antikythera Mechanism's celestial calculations to the unyielding strength of Damascus steel, each invention stands as a testament to human creativity and the relentless pursuit of progress. These innovations weren't just ahead of their time, they laid the groundwork for the technologies and systems we rely on today. Whether it was the Roman aqueduct shaping modern infrastructure or the Chinese compass guiding explorers across uncharted seas, these ancient marvels remind us that the seeds of our modern world were planted centuries ago. But the story doesn't end here. These inventions also challenge us to rethink what we know about history and the capabilities of ancient civilizations. They spark curiosity, inspire wonder, and invite us to explore the mysteries that still linger in the shadows of the past. So, which of these inventions captivated you the most? Was it the enigmatic Greek fire, the precision of the Zhang Heng seismoscope, or perhaps the artistry of the Lycurgus Cup? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the brilliance of ancient minds, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on more fascinating historical mysteries. Together, let's continue uncovering the incredible stories of human innovation that have shaped our world. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep marveling at the wonders of history. Thanks for watching.